Hi, this is Eric, and I want to thank you for downloading Sips Across the Sea. This is a conversation that David and I had earlier this year about benchmark bourbon. We recorded this on my phone, and so at sometimes some of the audio is going to be a little bit weak for David because he's not always right in front of the microphone. But I hope you enjoy this conversation, and thanks for listening. All right, so I brought with me all the way from Florida via Philadelphia, perhaps?
Ooh.
Somewhere. I bought most of these.
Home of cream cheese.
The whole line, almost entirely, the whole line of Benchmark bourbon. So we got Benchmark Old Number 8, which has been around forever. How many years? What's the saying? Years? Somebody's years? Dog's years? Or I can't remember.
Donkey's years.
Donkey's years. Yeah, it's been around.
It's bound for donkey's years.
Yeah. So, and then they did a line extension. I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, something like that. And they have 4 editions. So, the original Benchmark 3-year-old 80 proof bourbon out of Kentucky. And then they released a top floor at 86 proof, which I guess they're referring to pulling barrels from a higher floor, so more oak impact. They have a small batch at 90 proof, a bonded at 100, and full proof at
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with
at 125.
Yeah.
So I've had all of these now.
I've only had one.
Yeah, so I wanted to share them with you.
Recollection of the original Benchmark was like the cheap bourbon that you could get in Aldi, like the German discount store.
Right.
It was very good, and I remember when it came out, it was sort of like £10 a pop. But like at that time, you could probably get. I'm trying to think what we're talking about. 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
You could get Jack Daniels, very popular, still most popular whiskey in the UK.
Yeah.
Or maybe Grouse's, but between the two, Jim Beam and maybe Jim Beam Black, and that's what you could get in this, and you could get Canadian Club. So you can get anything in the market.
Right.
You can get anything else. There was another one. Someone Samson was some brand, but before that it was Benchmark, and that was the cheaper brand that Audi did. But it was one of those ones where you're like, oh, it's inexpensive, but it's the quality, so it's very good value for money, and that's kind of.
So I have to say, I've been.
I mean, it looks a lot like another brand of Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it does. Well, or another brand of Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, yes, exactly. Jack Evans, or whatever he calls himself.
Yeah, something along that outline.
And number 8 as well.
Yeah. So there, I have to say, this is probably, of the 3-year-old Kentucky bourbons, which is there's Old Crow, and there's at least one other. I can't remember off the top. Oh, Ancient Age.
Oh, yeah.
This one I actually feel is pretty good.
Yeah, you're talking about that real entry level plastic jugs for $20 kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
a
nice sweetness to it. It's not, the alcohol's not harsh. Like some of those, even though they're young and low proof, have a real bite to them.
Yeah. I mean, Old Crow, I think we agree to disagree on Old Crow.
Okay.
But I don't mind Old Crow. This is better, but I don't mind it. It's got a place in history.
Yeah.
But there are some very, very cheap whiskies that just taste like vodka.
Right.
And like barrel essence or something. And this is not that.
Right now.
There's some.
Yeah.
There's some time and attention that's gone into this. And I think if you were mixing it in some sort of whiskey punch or with Coke or however you might drink.
Yeah. Water.
Yeah. It's going to do very nicely.
Yeah.
So.
That one's good.
Yeah. Pleasantly
surprised.
What I would describe as a good benchmark.
Oh! He's here all week.
There we go. By the veil.
All right, so top floor.
Get up those stairs.
Yep. So again.
For those that can't see it, I must say they've done a really imaginative job on their branding.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's coherent.
It is coherent, yeah. So on the 4 line extensions, there's a second smaller label on the bottom quarter.
Reminds me of an old cinema ticket.
Oh yeah. So it has like the name and the proof and yada yada with the like main black logo on top. So interesting.
But these are not number 8 brands. None
No,
of
they're
these
not.
are number 8 brands.
None of these are old number 8. So as you try it, so McAfee brothers were 2 surveyors who went into the Kentucky wilderness.
Not to be confused with the
software.
Software people.
No, definitely no, not to be confused with software. So the McAfee brothers, who the brand is partly named for, were surveyors who went into the far western reaches of what was Virginia at that time. Eventually broke off and became Kentucky, and they were surveying. And they found this area where it was very evident that buffalo were using as like a path through the forest.
Yep.
And I think there was either a creek or a stream or a smaller river. I can't remember which one. A brook, yeah. That they were crossing. So the area became known as the Buffalo Trace. Because it's where the buffalo were traced a path through the forest in their migratory pattern. And so they surveyed that area, and then they placed a benchmark in that region for the survey. So that's where all of this kind of ties together. So benchmark is now made at Buffalo Trace Distillery, hence all the connections.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I think, this shows my ignorance, but like when I first saw it, I was just like, oh, it's just like a name that they've come up with. Benchmark means it's good, solid, sturdy, workhorse of a whiskey, which it is. Yeah. It's nice to know there's actually like some detail behind that. This seems significantly sweeter.
It is sweeter, but also there is more tannin.
Yeah. I mean, it's another 3% ABV?
Yeah, 3%. Yeah. A little bit sweeter, but it's got dryness on the finish from the extra tannin.
Some sort of like candied almonds, marzipan kind of thing. It's interesting. It's not what I expected.
Oh, okay.
But I could see certain applications for this. Interesting to see how it worked, like cherry, those sorts of flavors. Yeah. If you like a Manhattan, maybe you like a little maraschino in there. I think you'd have to adjust for the sweetness if you're making an old fashioned.
Right. Yeah.
I would say anyway.
Yeah. So for me, the extra oak doesn't hit for me, but it's not bad and by any means.
No. And how is that priced comparatively?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, benchmark in my market, let's say it's 15 to 18, somewhere in there. The range here, top floor, we're talking about like 23 to 24. Yeah. So a slight premium, but if I'm not mistaken, all of these other ones are a minimum of 4 years old. Yeah, it looks like they're a minimum of 4. So you get a little bit more age, a little bit more nuance based on the profile. So definitely, I think, again, benchmark original does its job, not bad. But for a little bit more, I think you get a little bit more out of the whiskey.
You do, and I think it'll really appeal to some people and not to others. But for those that it appeals to, it'll be worth the extra $5 or so.
Yeah. All right, so now I've poured the small batch, whatever that means.
Yeah, the bottle's the same size.
Yeah, but now we're at 45%.
Okay. It's a mysterious figure lurking outside. Oh, it's him.
Yeah.
It's our friend Matt Jellin.
Oh,
always
yeah.
there,
Lurking in the
always there,
shadows.
trying to get cracker party.
Yeah.
I want some benchmark. Later, Matt. Later. Hello to Matt, by the way, if you're listening.
So I get less on the nose, almost.
It's not as obvious. It's not as sort of inviting. But so you have to look for it a bit more. But then when you look for it, it's So I'm getting like cake batter,
Yeah.
a bit of plasticine,
Yeah.
but like in a very pleasant way. Slight floral, sort of dusky, sort of orris chamomile notes, and then there's a nice spice.
Definitely more spice. So I just took a little sip. Much heavier on the baking spice on the palate. Not as much oak tannin, but a little bit more oak flavor.
Still quite sweet.
Mm-hmm. Little less sweetness, I'd say, but
it's like a broader sweetness, though.
Yeah.
I would say so, more like a cakey sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just trying to read what it is. This is just the talks about caramel, leather, and honey. I mean, I can see the honeyed element to it, but there's a florality to it, and like a slight citrus floral as well, which is like a sort of, maybe like an orange blossom or that sort of thing, which I think is quite nice, actually. So you get the sweetness, but you get a little bit of citrus. It's more complex, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair. Definitely more like you get more of that spice complexity or at least I do.
Yeah.
So more wood spice for me that's moderated. So overall, like an interesting, definitely a different transition, right?
Yeah.
So they've done something different.
Yeah.
And again, this goes to your point, it's gonna appeal to some drinkers over others.
This, I think, moves more to the where, like, if you want something complicated to drink on its own.
ASMR here.
Hold on. That's a little rigid.
Yeah. So this is the bonded that I'm pouring now. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, nice for. I think it'd be good in old fashioned, but I think it'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
For just like sort of something nice because it's got that complexity.
Yeah. So as I remember, the bonded was definitely my favorite of the line, but I don't know. Let's see if it still is.
Wow.
Ooh. I'm getting like almost cookie dough.
I'm getting white chocolate magnum.
Yeah, like macadamia nut.
It is. It's like a
white chocolate.
Ice cream sundae.
Yeah.
That's not what I was expecting.
This took a totally different turn. Yeah, very like vanilla.
Really vanilla.
Yeah. That's what I think of like when somebody says birthday cake. That's kind of
it tastes like birthday cake. It does. It has that sponge cake. Maybe it's not quite been baked long enough, so it's very slightly underdone. Or if you've ever had like the old cake batter, you drink the batter's in the tin, it's in the oven. You're licking the bowl.
Yeah, licking the bowl. That was a fond memory as a child.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that in whiskey.
So this is very different from what I remember when the last bottle.
It's like, 100 proof, 50.
Yeah.
%.
Minimum 4 years old.
Is there a difference between? Oh yeah, because it just says bonded on the front. I was going to ask you if there's a difference between bonded and bottled in bond, but then they do talk about bottled and bonded active 4 years. Yeah, the standards.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Not unpleasant.
No.
But not what I was expecting.
Yeah. So when I first tasted this, I'd have to go back and see what tasting notes I wrote. I don't remember this distinct cakiness.
Really? Vanilla and buttercream.
Buttercream. Yeah.
I mean, if old Grandad bottled and bond is your bag, which it is mine, this might not be. It might be, but it might not be for you.
Right.
What I think would be interesting with this would be an eggnog.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
we've talked about eggnogs before.
It would
But
be
this,
like cream to the max.
yeah, it's got a bit of punchiness for the ABV as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is fascinating. But it'd also be fascinating to sort of use that as a component, as a blend.
Yeah.
Because you get that. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. All right.
Bizarre.
Here we go.
Here we go. Final one. Number 5.
Into the breach. Yeah. Number 5. This is foolproof.
You can't go wrong with this one. So the label says, well, it says it's foolproof.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is 125 proof, 62.5%. So apparently there was a trend in olden days where
Back in the day.
they would
Donkeys years ago.
Yeah, donkeys years ago, that's right. They would put whiskey into the barrel at a given proof, whatever it was. It would age, and in Kentucky, generally, the proof goes up.
Yep.
And then they would add water back down to the original barrel entry proof and sell that as full proof.
Ah.
So not cast strength, but full proof.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think they've done here. So most likely, over the 4 years it's been in barrel, it's crept up a few, maybe a percentage or 2 or 3, and they've added just a touch of water back down to 62.5.
So if we foolproof and also get those few more bottles out of the cask.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So just jumping back to price-wise, small batch, bondage?
It's a very tight range. So like foolproof might be 25, whereas like top floor is 23, 22.
Okay, so you got like benchmark maybe at the lowest you get it 15.
Yeah.
Foolproof is at 25 and everything else is in the middle.
Yeah, and that's in my market, so things vary.
But it's still a tight.
Yeah.
It's a tight band to sit in.
Yeah.
And have they all? Do you have an idea of when these things were released, or?
I wrote about it on my blog, so you should look there for the.
Yeah. What's your blog? What is it?
Easydrinking.com. So you can find my story about the bonded there. Yeah, I roughly remember less than a decade, maybe like 6 years.
Okay.
Something. I think pre-pandemic.
Yeah. What else have they got in their range?
This is it.
No eggnog.
No eggnog. Oh, wait, no. There is a McAfee's eggnog. That's right. I almost forgot. So we talked about it. Very clovey. But
oh yes.
So when I cracked the bottle, it was overwhelming clove.
Yeah.
What's his name? Clarence would have hated it.
He hated it.
Yeah, Clarence, no bueno.
Heavy on the cinnamon, light on the clove.
That's right. But the thing I found, I let it sit in my refrigerator for, half consumed, roughly a quarter consumed, for about 2 months.
Yeah.
The flavor profile changed. It evolved. Significantly less clove, much more enjoyable. So for me, a fresh crack of McAfee's benchmark eggnog, not it. Good. But if you crack it open, let it breathe for a little bit in the fridge, just let it chill out and evolve some.
Maybe take a glass out of it just for a little
bit. Yeah, take a glass out. Then I think it's a much more enjoyable.
Well, I had to say, I'm well known for not liking cloves.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoyed it.
Good.
And it has a very nice sort of cake batter.
Yeah. Maybe they used the bonded.
I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they did. I think, other than the standard, the foolproof is probably my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
Get some more sort of fruity notes. You're getting that drying element that I'd like from the stronger whiskies. Mm-hmm. But it is pretty hefty, isn't it?
It is.
62.5. I just kind of wish that the bonded tasted more like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cakey.
I don't remember the bond. So the bonded was a fresh crack. Yeah. It's possible that you let it sit for a little bit, it'll breathe, and maybe some of that cake will blow off. But yeah, because for me, like the foolproof, I like the flavor, but the alcohol is a bit much. Yeah. Like some people love high proof. I'm not in love with high proof. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's
I like the
too
flavor
much.
that it's delivering.
Yeah.
It's just because like the difference between the full proof,
Yeah.
and the bonded is not just the ABV. Like I don't believe like you water down the full proof for a bit, even if you let it for a bit, it's
Right.
gonna suddenly develop all these cakey,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, buttercream flavors. Very, very odd.
Yeah.
Again, it will appeal to some people, and for like if you wanted to put, as I know people do, like if you want to put like whiskey flavor, like or some whiskey in your frosting, or like any baked goods,
Yeah.
that's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, so Tia likes to make bread pudding around my birthday.
Does she use old bread for it or new bread?
Well, she will cut new bread, let it dry out.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's got to be a little stale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes if she's in a rush, she'll put it in the oven very low just to kind of, dry it out a bit. But usually she would cut a loaf, let it sit out for like 2-3 days, and then make it. She always used bourbon. Like I think the bonded would be a great because she used cinnamon and apple and raisins probably. Very good.
Yeah, because I would say it's not bread pudding without raisins.
Yeah.
I have a partial to bread pudding.
Yeah. Well, when you visit Florida,
there you go.
We'll have to have her make it.
I know we confuse sometimes between bread and butter pudding and bread pudding.
Like I don't know that I've ever had bread and butter pudding.
It's softer.
Yeah.
Bread pudding is like a very stodgy cake.
Okay. Well, this is all in bits. So bits because she cuts up the bread into little
I think that's
chunks.
bread and butter pudding.
Okay.
Or we would call bread and butter pudding.
Oh, okay.
Bread pudding is it's like you can have like a slice of it and you just eat it with your hand.
Oh yeah, no, that's not this. This is more of like a cobbler without the fruit chunks.
That's bread and butter pudding.
Okay.
Well, which I think would still work well. I mean, it would also be nice for bread pudding.
Yeah.
Just get you to try some bread pudding when you come over next
time. Yeah, next time.
It's hefty. We had like a whole loaf of bread pudding. Like I don't know, you could smack the window.
Yeah. more hefty than the hot cross buns.
Oh, it's like
by a country mile.
4 times the density of a hot cross bun.
So we're like in fruitcake territory.
More dense than a fruitcake.
Ooh, geez.
I would actually say bread pudding is possibly more dense than a Dundee cake, which is the denser of the fruitcakes.
I don't know that I've had a Dundee cake.
It's dense.
Yeah. All right.
Because it's got stodge in it as well.
What's stodge?
Just like sort of fat and like.
That's
suet.
Yeah, suet. I know. That's excellent in baked goods. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, a couple new things to try the next time I'm over.
There you go.
Yeah.
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell.
Just goodbye from Ships on the Sea.
All right. Cheers, David.